Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and there's a shakeup in the White House, and things are getting intense. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. So, during this whole thing with Israel and Iran, there's been a lot of talk about who President Donald Trump is listening to. And just the other day, and we did a video on this here on the channel, Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, put out a video about the dangers of nuclear war and how close we are to it. Apparently that ruffled feathers inside Trump's circle and with Trump himself, because she did not get clearance to write that. And now we're being told that she's not even allowed in the meetings about this anymore. That's one step really close to the door if that's true. Now, some people from the Trump administration have come out and said, no, this is not true. She's still a valuable member of the team. But when you start to get off message, when you start to undermine the president, kind of in a way, that gets very, very into dangerous territory with any president, not just President Trump, because the president is the ultimate decision maker in that White House. He's the shot caller. End of story. Everybody else can give their opinions, but there's one shot caller. It's the person who was elected by the American people, not who was appointed by the man who was elected by the American people. And you got to keep that in mind. You've got to know your role. I want you guys to watch this video, though, and let me know what you think in the comments.
This particular issue.
I don't know if Trump does or not. And I know Tulsi very well. I know her dad. We did legislation together years ago. Her dad's like a legislator in Hawaii. The video is just weird. Mm-hmm. It's just weird. And when you start doing weird stuff that's not pre-cleared, most people, when you're in a White House environment, if you do something like that, you get it pre-cleared. You run up the flagpole. You let know people. If you do something like that kind of looks bizarro, and you drop it on the president, and the president wasn't like nobody knew, the chief of staff, I just don't think that's the right way for her to proceed. If she wants to influence the president, she has his ear. She has his confidence. She has his number. Don't drop YouTube videos trying to move the president of the United States. It's just too bizarre.
She's not Tucker
Carlson, and she's not Ted Cruz. And so they can do what they want on their podcast. And she is in the White House. Yeah. She is the DNI. To put that video out is about nuclear weapons. I could see
unless
even
it was pre-cleared.
Unless it's pre-cleared, which doesn't sound like it was.
I didn't even mention that the beginning of the video is about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and it goes into great graphic detail about those attacks. And look, I mean, again, it was a lengthy video, and it's an odd thing for someone to do inside the White House.
The ins and outs, you would know better who's on the cool kids table than I would in that Trump administration. But when you are not included in meetings where classified information is shared, you are out. Maybe if not because they share it on. Let me finish. Okay. Maybe it's different because they share confidential information on signal channels. So maybe it doesn't work that way for this White House.
If you want to go cheap shot and not have a real conversation, you can do that.
No, but that's not cheap. That's facts.
No, but if we're having a real conversation,